clear, so this video will be short. But difficult to sleep tonight. Uh, Pain problem. There's not a lot of pain medications I can take. Um, but just woke up real early. Just realized, how much things are set against us to make us fail, and it's pretty obvious that somebody wants something bad to happen to my daughter and I, and have to admit, because of religion, my family could care less. But it's apparent that um, they just want to distance themselves. Um, I don't see any evidence of them being targeted. But it's pretty sure that I don't know the depth that they know what's happened to my daughter's mother, but there's something that they won't talk about with me. Because when my mother apologized to her several years ago, my daughter's mother started crying. And she's like me, she cries very rarely. Something very, emotionally draining happened in that interchange that was less than 3 minutes. Um, Actually, not interchange, exchange is probably a better choice. But nobody will talk about it, and now she's disappeared. She's off social media, and something's going on. All we can do is pray for her, because she won't talk to me, and she can't, because this new guy is always watching everything, and he controls all the money. And I fear that she's being trafficked. And that's part of our problem. A lot of people are clever, they know how to use social media, and as much as I, want to protect the company, there's people from Triple Canopy involved. They retaliated just because I stood up for people who were injured. I stood up for myself. It's pretty obvious they retaliated. And then some people that know how to use social media went to work trying to make me look like the worst person on earth. And multiple countries. And they tried anything they could, bad dad, bad husband, Time's Up, Me Too. They tried to use everything they could. He lives off the system. Anything they could. He doesn't want to work. Spends his money just loosely. Anything they could, negative. And then in 2019, somebody found out that there was a lot of people from a particular religious group here in the Tri-County area, so they mobilized them against us. And they used any possible thing they could to make anybody distance themselves to us. And it's pretty obvious that some people tried to bully us and push us in a direction towards joining a particular religious group. And, they hacked every single source and, grabbed people to I mean, it's insane the depths that people, went to sabotage our family, interfere in our health, maybe even take our lives. People have regularly interfered in my medical care and the medical care of my daughter. Regularly. And they try to spin it that it's in my head. And I'm a bad dad. And interfered with job applications, interfered with the running of my businesses. Well, business, one of them has never technically even got off the ground. The other one did, but come to find out, somebody that I've worked with for 3 or 4 months, maybe not who he said he was, because he refused to show an ID card. The only thing I ever saw in those 3 or 4 months that we worked together, and another 2 or 3 months that we're, throwing together a business, all I ever saw was a credit card. I never saw an ID. When we went to a bank to open the bank accounts for the business, he never showed his ID because he knew the teller. Only I did. I think he dated her. They're very, very friendly. I think he dated her. But I hobble around town because I don't have enough money to buy a cart. And the VA refuses to rate me on anything. And obviously, somebody in my complex keeps finding some way to intercept the mail and open stuff and replace it. The past 2 letters from the VA, there's been more than one DBQ that somebody intercepted. And they put, let's see, one stupid thing they put in there was, we received your your veterans benefits claim, and we're working on it. That was like a month after I filed. And then the latest one was the stupid letter that says, "Oh, thank you for your service. Please be patient. We're working on your claim." Again, thanks for your service. And it was supposed to be a DBQ in there. That way they could weaponize the VA against us. Just like somebody went to Social Security pretending they're me so that Social Security would deny my claim, saying that I didn't qualify because I didn't file the application. This is it's obvious. Yeah. Somebody's trying to disable me to the point that I'm put in a home. And my daughter would go with my brother. They may be trying to distance themselves. But the fact of the matter that, I don't know, there's some kind of game going on. It's like people playing games, trying to distance themselves, but they won't help us, but they'll take my daughter. Nobody will help us, only to take my daughter. Nobody will help me with almost anything. people that are pretending to, I've found they're lying. They're trying to keep us. We're prisoners here. We're really prisoners here. Everything we do to leave this place is sabotaged. They've been selling my weapons, so I have money. Sabotaged everything. Try to go back to school, might as well keep, studying, improving myself, widening the grab from my resume when I send it out, more fields that are relevant. So people interfere with my claim for a GI Bill. People interfere with, because of HUD-VASH, that caseworker, or alleged caseworker, I don't even know if she really worked with them, but too many questions about this person and their identity. A lot of questions that nobody will answer. But I can't get loans because everything that's delinquent, for the most part, besides us repeatedly being financially disabled, but at least 3/4 of those delinquent debts, 3/4, are because she told me to use my savings, use my line of credit, use my credit cards to help with any expenses in that VA homeless shelter because there were program problems with a third-party program, a third-party agency, and I would get paid back, which was a lie. It destroyed my credit. I had to drop out of grad school. So I'm in the middle of my career right now. There's a lot of things I can't do because I don't have that PhD. I intended on the way to PhD to get the credentials to be a clinician. That was the plan. I can't be a clinician right now. So somebody's really trying to harm my daughter and I and keep us captive here. So my health will continue to decline. And so her health will decline too. And we'll be stuck here in poverty like we have been the past 3 years. And there's a lot of people involved in it. No, the whole world is not against us. But it's certainly a large circle of people who are communicating, are doing their best to destroy my family, especially my daughter's mother and me, to disable us and keep us captive, where other people control everything. And we know that in the past we've encountered human traffickers